This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Super Mario 64 is one of the most exciting things that ever happened to my boyfriend, and he still brags about being the first kid in 4th grade to reach Yoshi.
A fact I'm very proud of.
According to him, there has been no leap in gaming more astonishing than the long jump Nintendo performed in 1996.
Here we go!
Back then, it took less than a blink to see that this was a significant metamorphosis for art and entertainment.
Whatever you thought about video games before, set it aside, try it, it's a whole new experience.
But those opinions are based on the memories of a 9-year-old whose idea of a good time was slamming Surge, blowing Bubble Jug, and tugging a naked muscle doll while bugs baked in the oven and children picked giant boogers for a word whiz. That's why I was curious to finally judge this title for myself, and why it blows my mind to admit that 90s kids were right when they said, Nintendo 64! Nintendo didn't just break new ground in three-dimensional space, they laid the foundations of it that developers have been building upon ever since. How many hundreds of brilliant minds did this take to make? 15? That's it? Was one of them Jesus? The amount of ingenuity here is unbelievable, so before I needlessly complain about how stupid it is for being old, please allow me to swoon over Super Mario 64.
Let's go!
Similar to parents teaching their toddler to navigate the world with a playground,
Game over!
Nintendo teaches players to navigate the virtual world with a virtual playground. Peach's Castle is purely and simply playgrounds within playgrounds within playgrounds within playgrounds. It's got slides, monkey bars, and the floor is lava. It's got teeter-totters, swings, and a game of tag. It's got carousels, fireman poles, and even an enemy called bullies. This multi-level playhouse continues to be an enjoyable place for recreation where fledgling gamers can develop motor skills
Spaghetti. Ravioli.
and also a place for athleticism where expert gamers can show off. But what's really impressive is the creativity in its construction. Although these levels are pocket-sized by modern standards, they are crammed with poly-pocket-sized efficiency. Through every canvas, the artist paints a unique ecosystem of interconnected elements and organisms that Mario must adapt to.
Open, you stupid!
On a cold mountaintop, he must become a sled, build a snowman, and return a lost baby penguin back to hell where it belongs.
Bye-bye!
In a haunted mansion, he must investigate paranormal activity without a vacuum before the music drives him insane.
Let me out of here. I'm scared. I'm getting trapped in clown music. Don't know what to do.
Down this hall, he must survive a phenomenon known as island gigantism. But down the other, a phenomenon known as island dwarfism must survive him.
Okay, Tiny Dude is big now. He's big now.
Each new theme has its own thematic gameplay, and stage selection itself occurs in a constantly evolving overworld of royal surprises.
Why in the world is
Why
suddenly...
is there a spotlight?
I don't know. I'm 9 years old. It's 1996. Let me see where that light is coming from.
What? Oh my gosh.
Mom, I need you to come look. I'm flying around in the TV.
As the player proves their worth in stars, the courses teach increasingly difficult lessons until the final exams are f***ing bullshit. Can't f***ing see, monkey bitch took my dang hat. So long, Gay Bowser. Then all you get for winning is a few pixels of cake. Hey Mario, this is called the friend zone, buddy, okay? Next time Peach invites you over to do every chore in her castle, shut that shit down.
Mario.
Don't try to swindle me because I like cake. It ain't happening.
So I do appreciate why this 25-year-old masterpiece remains an inspiration to the video game industry, but I find it harder to appreciate the lack of inspiration put into its latest re-release. Super Mario 3D All-Stars is a game collectors will love that's a collection of games for collecting all the stars in 3 3D games all starring Super Mario. Available for limited time while supplies last. Hurry! It's a collectibles item!
Oh no. Anyway.
Unfortunately, it left me wondering, if 15 people created this in 1996, why couldn't Nintendo hire 15 people in 2020 to fix it? I don't mean remake it with Odyssey graphics, although, yeah, they should do that. I just mean basic improvements such as telling the camera guy to shush it. Shh, be quiet. Can you imagine if this idiot made movies? That noise became maddening after the 100th time it happened. On our way to the castle. And what's worse, he straight up sucks at his job. Or since he's a Koopa, he's really good at his job, which is getting Mario killed. The quickest, cheapest way Nintendo could restore this classic would be to admit that a turtle emoji on a cloud filming with a fishing rod is not as practical as an opposable thumb on a joystick filming with a normal camera system, you weirdos. But why stop at quick and cheap? Let's call up Koji Kondo to add some fresh bangers to the soundtrack. Currently, it's easy to get sick of when only one of the 15 stages has its own song. And I'm pretty sure that song's supposed to make you sick on account of it being sung by the devil running across a kalimba. The repetitive music might have been due to the storage capacity of an N64 cartridge, but today, an N64 cartridge couldn't store a game I just made called Picture of an N64 Cartridge. So I think the Switch can afford to give Tick-Tock Clock and Rainbow Ride the epic tracks they deserve. Lastly, y'all got any more of them stars? If hackers can do all this crazy stuff for free, then Nintendo could definitely give us a little something. Fresh DLC a quarter century later? Now that would be a 35th anniversary surprise people feel good about. But yes, I will take 2 RC cars. Thank you, Nintendo. Whee! In conclusion, I loved going back to the past to finally experience Mario 64. But I can't help wishing that Mario 64 was brought farther into the future. It's kind of a shame, especially after seeing other games from the same era get rejuvenated with a fresh coat of paint or totally remade into something better. This Mario played the leading role in perhaps the most influential video game ever made. And it's about time we show him what he's helped us achieve, because this latest release was the first and only so far that my boyfriend outgrew his childlike desire to reach Yoshi. Okay, that's not true. He did get all the stars, but still.
Yes.
Proud of you.
Listen,
That was crazy.
I grew up. Over 20 years later, I made a girl watch me beat Mario 64, and then she high-fived me at the end. Every third grader in 1996 wants to be me right now.
May I suggest Squarespace? Squarespace makes it super easy to create professional websites. They have tons of beautiful templates to choose from, so your own super fancy website with full access to analytics like page views, traffic sources, and more will be up and running before you know it. To make sure your site is reaching your target audience, Squarespace uses all the best practices for search engine optimization without needing any extra plugins. In addition to setting up third-party domains, you can purchase a domain directly from Squarespace. You can also use video backgrounds to really capture people's attention, and when they're super impressed, they can leave a comment thanks to the integrated commenting system. You can even schedule posts in advance so you can get all your work done while you're motivated and not have to stop in the middle of playing Mario 64 because you forgot to update your customers. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch your website, check out squarespace.com/girlfriendreviews for 10% off your first purchase of a website or a domain.